I just want to say hi, everyone, and my name is Jenny Jordan, and this is particularly for the Lipstick Lounge, the ladies of the Lipstick Lounge, and we're just going to have a casual talk. I've got someone really exciting for you to talk to at the moment. Her name is Jenelle. Janelle, I've forgotten your surname after all this time. Um,
Live it online, live it up.
Oh, live it up, yeah. Oh, I should remember that. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to let everyone know that both Janelle and myself are solo ad providers. And the reason of this quick uh, webinar that we're just doing, or hangout, sorry, not webinar, is that we're pretty concerned about the number of new people that are entering into solo ads. And they virtually are entering a Shark Tank because they don't really know what they're asking, or they don't know what questions to discuss before placing an ad. So Janelle and I are just going to have a bit of a talk, and we hope we're going to get some really solid information together for you, so that when you do go to do a solo ad, that you're going to be much more savvy on what to expect from that solo ad provider. Now, how long have you been doing solo ads now, Janelle?
Almost 2 years now, Jenny.
Yeah,
It's
oh my
been
God, I can't
yeah, it's
believe
gone
it.
really quick.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason that well, my reason for doing solo ads was to have more control of the traffic, and being, as we were taught, to own the casino rather than, be paying out all the time. And that was you're the same, aren't you, Janelle? You were doing it for the same reason.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, Jenny, I was buying a lot of solo ads, and then found out that it's probably quite easy to build your list as if you actually sell solo ads as well. And there wasn't enough people out there that were selling solo ads that was sort of not doing the right thing by people and offering customer service. So I found a little niche here where I can actually help people along and get the most of their solo ads and not get ripped off all the time. So that was
Yeah.
basically, yep, owning the casino, so you control your own traffic and you can also help some people along the way as well.
Yeah, well, I found that, when I started off, that one thing would fund the other, so your solo ads, what you would make from that would fund your business opportunity, and that was the main draw card to be into solo ads in the first place. And the reason behind me doing that too is that, and like Janelle, we're both very moral in how we go about and doing our day-to-day business. And unfortunately, at the time, the solo ad industry had a lot of sharks in it. Didn't you find that, Janelle? You before you became a solo provider, did you have trouble getting onto someone that could actually deliver?
Well, yeah, I actually just thought you just went along and bought them and that's all there was to it. It wasn't until I started to actually sell solo ads that I began to realise, oh, well, there's a knack to this, there's a way to get good solo ads, and what to expect and what to look for and what to be ready to ask questions from the solo provider. So, I learnt a lot when I was learning the traffic business as well, so that's been really beneficial.
But it was very confusing. Like someone said, "Oh, you just go onto Skype." Well, Skype is just like the edge of the Shark Tank. You go in there and they come at you from all different angles, and buy my stuff. And really, I was a bit overwhelmed, to be quite honest. I think my first experience at Skype, when you put out "I want a solo," I nearly bowled over, in the rush sort of thing, and that sort of worried me a little bit. I didn't know what I was doing, and I bought a few dud solo ads, to be quite honest, in the early days. Did you ever get stung at all? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I had one or two people that just took my money and didn't even supply any clicks, and I had no follow up or anything. And then when I checked the links that I'd sent, the links were all good, but I don't know, there was no clicks, none of my tracking was working, and then I found out that they were sort of sending them in a weird and wonderful way that I still haven't figured out yet. But bottom line was that I got ripped off big time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is why we're sort of jumping in now, and hopefully through the experiences of both Janelle and myself, it will stop other people making, one, the first errors that we made, and two, to making sure that they get really good solo providers, because solos do work. It comes down to a lot of things. So one of the things that come to mind, or is that your page, and people. I'm such a softie though, and I know you are too, Jenelle, because I've seen you in the group. Is that people will be told by the to go out and do a solo, just find a solo ad, and then they use the company's landing page to go out and to do the solo ads. But there is a little bit more to it than that, and it does make a lot of sense to prepare yourself by having your own landing page for a start. And yeah, I've seen you jump in too and helping people, with their landing pages, because if people blame solo ads providers for not having converting traffic, but it needs to be taken back a notch, and you have to have a good landing page to start with. Don't you agree, Jenelle?
Yeah, and the other thing too, Jenny, is that people will jump in and buy, like 1,000 clicks or 1,200 clicks, and they haven't even tested their landing pages. So, and they haven't tested the seller. You need to actually do a small 50 to 100 click test. Have your landing pages set up so you can test one against the other and just see what the opt-ins are like and what the traffic's like before you spend too much money and you get a dud seller and you got no comeback. You've sent out that 1,000 clicks, you've paid for them, and your landing page might not be connected properly. It might not even be going to your Aweber. If you send it straight to the company page, sometimes it's hard to track that. And if you send it straight to the company page, the people that might click on your link and they've seen that company page before, they're just going to go away again. Whereas if you offer them something of value, they'll jump in and think, well, this person's given me something of value. That means they're pretty nice people, and let's hang around and see what else they've got. So that's one of the reasons why you've got to form a relationship with people, so that you can warm them up before you start pitching your stuff at them all the time. So
yeah, it's really like just and the fact is too, you mentioned a couple of things about the landing pages and everything like that. It's like when you're not tracking, you're just throwing it against the wall for money and hoping it's going to stick, meaning finding someone that's going to be attracted to your ad. But if you have, for instance, if you're running a couple of solo ads, 2 or 3 at the same time, just doing 100 clicks at a time, how do you know, if you're not tracking, which is the one that is performing better? So tracking is really vital as well. And it doesn't need, not even doing the basics. People are not even doing the channels in the back of the Mob office, just to give them an idea of...
Funny you say that, Jenny. When Carolina brought that up on the website the other day, I hadn't even seen that part of the back office of Mob, which I was quite amazed because I'd seen people send me tracking links, and I'm going, how do they do this? so that really blew me out. I went, gold nugget for me. So yeah, because I always use just my tracking stuff, like I always use my tracking stuff, and I don't usually use the Mob thing straight away. Yeah, it was good. It was excellent. Yeah,
it was good fun. And the fact that, we all learned something. You learned something about the back office. I learned something on link pages too, what you did with...
Autopilot. Yeah, that was really good too.
Yeah. I thought, wow, and it's good to walk away from that just to say, I don't know everything. And, you just learn one thing, and the webinar is, worthwhile.
That's right. That's right. And even though it was for beginners, there was us old dogs learnt some new tricks. Great.
Us old dogs always learn a new trick or two, still a lot of blood in us yet.
The other thing with sorry, Jen. The other thing with tracking too is we use QCC, which is quality click control, and that actually allows you to track where the traffic's coming from. So if people are saying they're going to send you 75% top tier clicks, quality click control actually allows you to track where those clicks are coming from,
Yeah.
which is really good because, you know, some people charge extra for the top tier clicks. You could be paying up to 75 cents, even up to $1.20 a lead or a click off some of those providers, and yet they're still sending you traffic from, you know, Pakistan or, you know, not
Yeah.
the what they
Yeah.
call the top tier countries, although I don't know if we can, you know, discriminate anymore.
No, no, but yeah,
It's,
but we're not really discriminating. But these people can't even get a credit card, you know, so they're not going to
yeah,
be. The click is virtually useless to you. But you know, saying like as in solo ad providers, both yourself and me, we use two forms of tracking. And there's three if you want to put in Epic Squeeze as well when it's. But AdTrack's Gold is the other one. But see, that they don't have to do that themselves, especially when you're starting out. You're scrounging around for a few dollars and you don't want to be spending a lot of money. You want to be adding to your tools as you get in a better position. But that is a really vital question that you should be asking your solo provider. What tracking do they use? Because you want to see a report at the end of the solo ad. There's no good, you know, waving them goodbye and them not providing a report, because I know you do, Jenelle, and I do too. You give them a report to show them that the clicks were delivered, and they'll be able to see that we did supply the top tier as well. So yeah, it looks like you.
I've put it up. Yeah, can you see that there, Jen?
Yeah. What are you doing, Jenelle? Stop touching
I'm just
those
showing
things.
you the report you should be getting. I don't know how clear that is. How clear is it on your webinar? Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is a quite an odd shot, and
Yeah,
it actually
I'll just
tells
show
you.
this. I think I can actually do that. I can just click on you and the screen would come up. You've actually sharing your screen at the moment?
Yeah. Should. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let me just see
All
if
right.
I can give you the screen. There you go. Okay, so you might just go through, Janelle, from the top there and show people what you're actually looking at, what they're actually looking at.
Okay, so basically this is my link that I've got my, so it would be your link if you bought a solo ad from me. I'd pop it
Mm-hmm.
in my Janelle Tracks clicks link.
Yep.
It will tell me how many raw clicks there are, which are just clicks to the link. Unique clicks are the clicks that have only been clicked once.
Yes.
Are you able to see that, Jen? Because I'm
Yes, I
actually
am.
looking
Yeah,
at my screen.
clear as anything. Yep.
Okay, so it'll also tell you how many percentage of unique clicks in the last 24 hours, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, a
Yep.
percentage of unique clicks, which they're fairly high.
Yes.
Also a list of where the clicks have been coming from.
Right.
So there's a few there. Some of them are tracking links for other people. There's a few from me there, from
Yeah.
my tracking link. There's some from John
So
Cornetta.
with that, how many clicks did they get, Janelle? Can you just show us that so they can see how many clicks that
Uh,
you delivered?
Hang on, I think I have to move it over for you. All together, do you mean, or?
Oh yeah, just in this report, how many clicks did that person buy from you?
Oh, okay. No, that's one of mine that's been going for a while. So,
Oh, okay. Okay, no
sorry.
worries. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you
So,
on the spot.
no, that's okay. This is actually one that it's a click banking one. So,
Oh, okay.
out of yeah. So it
That would be
probably,
250,
I'd
wouldn't
say it'd be about. There's 358 unique clicks there anyway. So, and 481 raw clicks.
it? Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I haven't actually got a limit on it. So, but. Now, if you move down, it'll tell you the percentage of where they come from, the countries. So we've got 67% from the US, 266 clicks from the US, 34 from India, 26 are unaccounted from, so they'll be from all over the place, 24 from Great Britain. Now, some of these I don't know. They're Canada. All right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
15 from Canada. So,
Yeah.
sorry. Yep, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, well, this is what a really detailed report looks like, and any decent solo ad provider should be able to give you that information. So just keep on going down. You know, there's lots of information on this QCC report.
Okay, so if we go down even further,
Yep.
you can actually see where the date that it's actually come in, and you know what IP address they've come from, and you're able to tell if they come from, you know, the same IP address all the time. So that would designate which ones were unique clicks and which ones were re-clicks.
And just beside
Even
them,
my
they give the
browser that
country
came.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's quite in depth, the report.
Yep.
And yeah, basically, I'm just trying to think. Oh, I won't be able to show you the other one. So if we go into, can you see that, Jen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so this is basically where I put the rotator link. So that rotator link
I can't see you at the moment. I just can see your figurine there. Yeah.
Oh, my figurine. You like that? I like that. I'll take that. My figurine. Can't you see me standing on the top of a jewellery box? That was a $5 job, that one. I don't know why we can't see my screen here.
Yeah.
This one. Can you see that?
No, not yet.
Now?
I might click.
I can just see you. Now? Now you can see it?
No, I can't see it.
Why can I see it?
No,
I can see it.
Click the share screen again. So is that the...
I don't know why I can see it. Oh. Now I've got my little dancing lady on. All right. Hang on a sec.
That's okay. So you can actually see how in-depth the reports are, and if you're not getting a report of some sort, then it's really questionable that you're actually paying for. So this is the front of the report, isn't it?
Oh, this is where I put my clicks, my links. So
yes.
If you gave me a link, I can actually. Sorry, I'll move it down a bit. You can see that I've got your link here.
Yes.
And then basically what I do is I allocate you 100 links. So if I send out 1,000 clicks, then I allocate you. Usually I do over. So he might have bought 50 clicks, and I'm giving him an extra whatever. You know, it's not usually that much. Or he might have bought 70 clicks. And then there's another one for a Mobe one. You can see there that was 110.
Yeah.
And we sent them 120. So we usually send them a few more. But what that lets me do is it lets me buy 1,000 to, you know, send out 1,000 to 1,000 clicks, and then it's allocated to each person that's bought the solo off me. So they get their clicks.
So it's like it goes in a rotator. It goes from the first one down to the second one and works its way down and then back up again. So
then, and everyone gets even clicks, or the same with click banking. We've been mentioning click banking on the Lipstick Lounge, so we can allocate each swapping partner one of those links and rotate it through so we can keep track of how much traffic we've sent each one.
We probably just need to, for this one, because of the fact that we've got a lot of new people that are doing solo ads, we just don't want to confuse them and go into another direction. Yeah.
No worries. I shall put me back on.
Okay, so really the takeaway from here is the fact that that you need to be able to ask some questions. Now, you give a few questions and I'll fill in what you miss out. How's that?
Okay. Well, one of the questions I'd ask is, can I see some testimonials?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd always want to get their link for their sales site and make sure that they've got some testimonials on there. Right. Hopefully they're true ones. And then I'd first of all make sure that I can actually make contact with you, because I want you to answer my questions. So if I ask about buying a solo ad and you don't get back to me, then I'm not going to carry through with I'm not going to buy a solo ad off you if I can't get hold of you. Okay. Also, I'd like to know how many people you've got on your list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And where does the traffic come from? Is it top
Right.
tier, or is it, third tier? Or also, if you're going to send out a direct link, or if it's going to be in a rotator.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing too that I find with solo ad vendors is sometimes they won't send out your swipe. So I'd want to know if you're sending out my swipe and the link to the lead capture page. Also, what sort of traffic are you using? Some solo ad vendors will use funnel clicks, so you want to know where their clicks are coming from if it's a direct send, or if you're buying funnel clicks, which means it's in other parts, their PS links and their exit traffic and all sorts of things there. So you want to just find out exactly how they're going to treat your solo ad.
And another thing too is when is it they're ready to send out the solo ad?
Yep, that's right. And how long it's going to take to, like you might buy the solo ad. Are they going to send it out within the next 2 days, or is it going to be 3 weeks? I've done that just recently too. I was buying some stuff off John Cornetta, who's a very high-profile solo ad seller, but he was very busy, and it was like 3 weeks before my solo was getting sent out, which to me isn't that bad, because I like to have my leads trickle in at all times anyway, because I like to refresh the list. So
but I also asked them to have they seen this type of ad before.
That's right. Yep.
And how did it perform? With their list. Yeah.
I actually had someone connect with me that wanted to send out a dating solo ad, and I said, I could send this out, or a relationship, I think it was, and I'm thinking of the lipstick ladies go, well, maybe a lot of them would get some benefit out of this, but I wouldn't be doing the right thing by him by saying, I'll send it out to my list, but you're not going to get any clicks because my list is biz opportunities. So I actually put him onto someone that had a dating list, and actually helped him out, found the guy, got him connected to him, and I haven't heard back how his solo ad went, but I mean, I'll give up a sale just to keep my integrity.
Definitely. Well, you, like myself, would only want people to have a really good experience from your list, and that they do well. And that's why I go through a mini checklist. I'm looking at their landing page. If their landing page is crap, I'm saying, look, I make subtle suggestions, because I want them to do well. I want them to do demo well, so they'll go away and they'll tell other people, and that's how your business actually grows. So,
and I think the thing is too, Jenny, is that they say, well, I've got to send it to the company page, and what we can do for them is, well, they get people to opt into a landing page that's giving something away, but then once they put their details in, they get sent to the company page. So they still get to show the company page, but they are actually capturing the leads, so that if people have seen the company page before and don't opt in, they've still got those leads to follow up with. It's like anything, you don't go and make out on the first date. You've got to learn to you've got to know people and actually learn to trust them before you're going to buy from them. And I don't make out. I haven't had a date for that long. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I hear. The point is that you got to get to know people before you jump into bed with them.
Right, Jenelle. Okay. Well, it's like just walking up to someone and asking them to marry you. That's not going to happen, is it?
Same thing.
It's a bit of relationship building.
Yeah.
Before the next stage, of course.
So that's the point, is that the whole point of building a list is to actually let people get to know you a little bit better, and talk to them about the opportunity and give them some more info about what they can achieve, and share some results of, if not yourself, other people that you don't have to use names. You can just or you can ask the people like Carolina if they mind using their info in your email sequence. And Matt Lloyd has got a lot of Facebook pages and stuff where people are always posting their results. So once you send out some stuff, the people that aren't interested are going to go anyway. And you want to put 80% of your effort into the 20% of your subscribers that are going to hang around.
Right. Okay. So really, the takeaway is that we ask all those pertinent questions, but we limit the amount of clicks that we try, because we're trying their list. We're not going to give them 1,000 clicks if we don't know if their list is, you know, rubbish. So
Yep.
one of 200 clicks at the most. You could even split test them as well. Do two different landing pages, one against the other, 100 clicks to each, if you're not too sure.
Yep.
But it's really
Yep.
measuring what happened too. It's no good running from doing solo ad after solo ad and throwing the same link unless you're looking at what results that you did get from that solo provider. How did it go? And if you've got that report to show you you've had top tier traffic, maybe you do need to look at that landing page a little bit closer as well. You know, what can I do on the landing page to make it convert better?
Yep. And that's a lot of that's been covered in the Lipstick Lounge, where, you know, we've looked at each other's landing pages and given each other some hints and really looking for those pain points. I know I've been working with Anne-Marie and we went through a few different points, and I think we've got it down to fine art now. We just need to get a Weber back online and we'll be ready to go again. But just, you know, when you're buying solo ads too, keep a record of where you bought them from and what sort of results you've had, because you'll soon see a pattern. The good solo ad providers are refreshing their list all the time, so you don't want to, you know, you want to keep with the same ones, but you don't want to do them too regularly with the same ones, because, you know, you want different offers to go out, and you want to have about 5 or 6 landing pages that you can rotate and see which ones are getting the best results, and get rid of the ones that aren't, you know,
performing. But that's something that you can see on lead pages as well. If they're using lead pages, it shows you exactly how the landing pages are converting, which is a really good feature there. But I think you're spot on with saying, you know, once they send out the solo ads, don't just sit back and wait for something to happen. You should be looking at putting out another page, you know, trying different sceneries or things like that at the back, you know, or the wording, most definitely the wording that you put on the landing pages.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything else we've missed, Miss Jenny?
No. No, I think we sort of wrap it up like that. You know, it was only supposed to be a short and sweet one, just to know, just to give them some facts and figures and what they should expect from a solo ad provider. And as we said, you know, both Jenelle and myself.
Sorry, Jen, there was one thing I did want to bring up. There is a group in Facebook that, hang on a sec, just let me get it up and I'll share my screen so you all know. It's actually, it's a solo ad scam group, and it's free, so you can actually, what they do is, if anyone sort of hasn't been kind to them, I can't find it now because
solo ad blacklist, isn't it?
Yeah, solo ad, yeah. It's Lewis Turner's actually put it out and put it up on there in Facebook. But if you just put in solo ad scams or something like that, and really, you know, you can check out if you think someone's a bit dodgy or you get a bad solo ad, let people know, because we don't want these bad solo ads affecting our reputations either. So there's a couple on there to look out for. Have a read through, and you know, try and keep with the reputable ones. And if you're not sure about who to use, Jenny and I are always here for you to ask about. You know, because we know the guys that are good and some of the guys that are a bit shonky. So we want you to have a good experience. If you need some help, you know, we're always here to sort of make suggestions. You know, I'm happy to help wherever I can, and Jenny is too. But yeah, so, you know, you want to get traffic, you want good traffic, you want converting traffic, you want to get those platinum members and titanium members and you know, have a good experience, and the Mercedes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just thank you very much for jumping on today, Jenelle. You know, as always, Janelle's really helpful in the Lipstick Lounge and outside the Lipstick Lounge, and I really appreciate the time that she's just to jump on as quickly as we did today. So I'll see you back in the Lipstick Lounge.
All right. Bye, everyone. Okay. Thanks, Jen.
Okay. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
Turn it off.
Okay, well, I turn it off. Okay, I'll see you in the Lipstick Lounge.